Hello, good afternoon. So today my topic is on control statements in shell programming. So here there are few questions. I'll be executing one by one and showing you the program. The first question given to us is to print the Fibonacci series. So I'll open the file from the VI editor where I have made a program for Fibonacci series. The main logic of the Fibonacci series is it will add the first and second value, and that value will be stored in it. The sum of that value will be your next value. Then the previous next two value sum will be your fourth value. So similarly it will go on. So in this Fibonacci series I'm giving a statement that how many terms you want to generate. In that I am entering a variable n that will be read by n. So by default I am entering two values, assigning two values, that x equal to 0 and y equal to 1, and I am initializing my I from 2, that is the first two will be already assigned. Now the Fibonacci series up to whatever terms I am entering, it will print my x value, y value, and it will check if my I is less than n. I is true, I is less than, suppose I am entering 7 terms I am entering, so I is less than 7, yeah. And what it will do is it will increment my I value and my previous two values will be summed and assigned to z. The next time I will be incremented, and here it will print the z value. Then later again the program should go on. So I'll make my y value, I will assign my y value to x and my z value to y, and it will do the calculations, and the calculation will be going on like that. We'll run the program. So here I'm entering it. So it will generate me the Fibonacci series up to 8 terms. So the other question given to us is find the sum of the series. So in this, what I have done is I am entering a statement that enter the limit of series, and I am reading that variable from that, and I made a for loop. In that I am giving an expression, I am assigning my sum as 0. Then in this expression I am entering sum equal to sum plus I into I, as I have to generate this kind of sequence. Then it will print me the series. Let us see the output. Enter the limit of series 4. So totally it will add the series and give me the value. Now the next question given to us is find the given number is Armstrong or not. So the main logic behind Armstrong is whatever number I am entering, after doing the cube of sum, it should print the same value. So here I am doing pattern is I am entering a number, it is reading that number. That number I have assigned to a variable named I. Then I have assigned a variable a num, and giving a while condition that my number is greater than 0. I do the modulus of that number by 10 and store it into a variable named digit. Then I will do the cube operation, that 3 times I multiply with my digit. whatever value remainder I am getting and assign it to the cube. Then I'll add the a number and cube and assign it to a number. Then my I value I am dividing by 10, and it will check my number and my a number. If it is similar, then it is printing that it would be an Armstrong number. Otherwise it will print that it is not an Armstrong number. So that is one. So I am entering 153. It is printing an Armstrong number. Now we'll see the question. We have to print a prime number between the given range. So for that, we want to print a prime number between that range. So you should give a starting number and an ending number. And I am writing that starting and ending number. And in this statement, I am printing starting and ending number, the prime number between starting and number. Then I am using a for loop with starting from j, where j is equal to start, that is my starting number till, and my ending number till my ending number it will search and do the following operation, that my I will be equal to 1 and my fact value equal to 0. It will check if my I, that is 1 is less than j. Whatever starting value I will be entering. Suppose I am entering 2. 1 is less than 2, yeah. Then what it will do is, it will take the modulus of j and I, and if the remainder is equal to 0, then my factorial count will increase. Otherwise, my I value will be incremented, and it will check if my factorial is less than 2, then it will print my j value. Let us see the output. Entering starting number and an ending number. So it will print me all the prime numbers between these range. So the next question is, I have to sort the element of an array in ascending and descending order. For that, I have used bubble sorting techniques. Using cursor. So here what I am doing is, I am printing the number of digits to be entered, and it is reading that number. Then in for loop, I will be entering the numbers one by one and storing it into an array called numbers. The number in the, it will print that the number in arrays are by using for loop and printing my numbers array. And here I have used two for loops where I am checking that when my I loop will start from 0 and my j value will start from my $I value. And my j value will be starting from $I, and it will check whether my number is greater than the number. The number array which I am storing it, whether it is greater than the original number, then it will store that array, assign that array value to t, and that j value I am assigning it into an I. Then the temp value I am storing it into j. So this is bubble sorting technique. So then the number in ascending order it will print. Otherwise the same logic, if it is less than, then it will print that the number is in descending order. So sorry, let us run the code. Base to enter. So it will give me the ascending and descending orders. Now the other question is, I have to create a login program that after 3 incorrect attempts it should be logged. The program should be logged. So in Q7 file I have made a program for this. And the logic is I have given a password that the password is a buggy and a flag I have initialized to 0, and this is checking that $1 again is not equal to none. Again is the value yes or no value. Do you want to continue or not? If it's not equal to my n number value, then it will do the following operation. It will print the statements and using switch cases. And in case 1 I'm printing the enter the password, and it will check whether my flag is less than 3. Then it will print my password, and when that the login is successful. Otherwise, it will increment the flag value and tell that the wrong password, and otherwise it will show me that 3 incorrect attempts blocked. And the second switch condition is I am initializing a flag to 0, and I am printing that it is a wrong choice. Let me run the code. One for entering the password. So password is invalid. So do you want to continue? After yes, enter a choice. If you are an admin, type in no. Now let us see the available code performing the ATM operations on deposit, withdrawal, balance inquiry, and logout. So we have created a file name create.sh. So in this, the initial deposit amount should be 1000. The user should have an deposit of 1000 minimum amount, and log log equal to y means yes, and I'm giving a statement where my log is till then when my system is on. Then it will print the statements that enter 1 for deposit, 2 for withdrawal, 3 for balance inquiry, and in such cases I'm implementing my statements values. That is, first one, it will ask me to deposit. Then the expression I am using is money, whatever money I have already, that is minimum amount plus the deposit value it will add. And if you want to withdraw, it has two conditions, that the withdrawal amount should not be greater than the money. Then it will print that not enough money. And if the money, or else the money should be greater than the withdrawal money, then the money withdrawal will happen. Then in third case, it will print me the balance amount, and the default statement I will be printing is invalid option, and it will ask me to continue or log out. For that, I have to run the code, and I'm depositing 4567 money deposited. Yeah, I want to continue it. I want to withdraw it 23 rupees. Yeah, I want to continue and I want to see my balance too. It will show me the balance also. So thank you. I hope you understand. Thank you.